So welcome to Scattercast. This is episode 32. Special Scattercast. This could even be its own video, but we're gonna double as a Scattercast to get more use out of it. This is Dirt McGirt. If you're watching on YouTube, you can see my face right now. And we have Theodious.
Oi.
This is the first time the world will be seeing Theodious. I mean, people
Well,
have
not the
seen
first
Theodious,
time.
but in the context of Scatterbrain Studios.
Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls.
And over here to my side, I have advertisements for HP in my browser. I guess I could have waited until we...
Well, good thing you block your internet browser because usually it picks up the last thing you looked at and pops right in those
I
little...
don't look at anything bad, so I'm very innocent and pure.
Bad is relative.
I'm pure-hearted and innocent. But for the people who are watching, I'm gonna stop sharing that screen for a while. In the Discord, let me get in
It
there.
reminds me of I had a teacher.
You
and he
did?
was
I used to have one too.
it was in college, and
Oh.
he was sharing something on his computer, and you have those the bars on the side is when you go to a website, it collects the cookie and then post whatever
Yes.
what you call it there. Well, he had this website, Black People Meet. And there was this lady with she was playing out with her butt in the air, and he's like, I don't know how that got there.
Oh.
Where he's like, I don't know how that got there. I was like,
Of course,
I know.
It just showed up there.
Yeah, just those things just randomly pop up. I was like, no, they don't.
So,
Everybody who knows.
So how's your week been, Theodious?
Not too bad, not too bad. Just trying to stay out this heat. Man, it's been hot.
It's hot over here today. Man, I just came from the coast where it was 62 degrees, had to wear sweaters, and then not even halfway, 30 minutes driving home, it was already 90 something degrees. It's like, man. And then got here and it was 110 degrees.
I know. I bet you felt it when you come down that because you came from
the
Kalinga,
coast. I came at 46. So from Paso Robles straight to I don't know what that I don't know what's in between Paso Robles and Kettleman City. But what are you drinking today? Do you have a sponsor that you want?
I am drinking. This is my Undisputed
Era.
Undisputed, it's kind of backwards, but it's Undisputed Era.
Is that a plug that you want to a sponsorship maybe?
Nah. they get enough money without me saying. Yeah. And then the group actually, it's a wrestling group, and they broke up, so they are no longer together.
So this is Scattercast episode 32 on Dirt McGirt with Theodious, and shorthanded today. We're going to do a special E3 based episode, which is why there's going to be a video version today for anybody who's only listening and they want to check us out on YouTube to find it. But let's start with our usual. What have you been watching, playing this week? Anything good?
Yeah, I watched Loki. Got to check.
Yeah, we'll touch on that before we get into the E3
We're going to go on there. Been playing some Final Fantasy 14.
Heard you started Blue Mage.
Yeah, started Blue Mage. I think I have him at level 10 or 12 right now.
Already.
With maybe 4 or 6 spells. So, working on it. Getting them up there.
Cool.
And then what else did I do? Been catching with my Doctor Who. Started from the beginning again. So
nice. The old black and white stuff.
No, I started from the
I know. I always joke about that, but we're at season 9, right? Is that the reboot started?
Yeah. So I started with Chris Eccleston, and then David Tennant. I found that a lot of the Matt Smith stuff I can skip over.
What? I like
I don't
Matt Smith.
need. I like him, but his storylines weren't that impressive.
He had some good
David
ones.
Tennant. He had some good ones, but he had a lot of dull ones too. Okay. A lot. For compared to David Tennant, I had to skip over 1, maybe 2 of David Tennant's.
Really?
Matt Smith, I skipped over 4 or 5.
Who's your favorite companion?
Favorite companion?
Rose.
Rose is my favorite for a totally different reason. I just have a crush on her. But
Donna.
I don't know.
Claire.
I like Donna. I like Donna. She was when I first met her. She's really rough, but then she grows on you.
Yeah.
She really does. And with her and her dad, that's when you start to really to fall in love with Donna, and then what she can become, Dr. Donna, and all that good stuff. And
Dr. Donna.
So, yeah. So,
I can't
who
even
else?
remember all of them. I'm trying to remember. Who's the?
So there was Rose.
Yeah.
Then there was Martha.
Martha, yes.
Then there was Dr. Donna.
Donna.
Then there was what's her name?
The one who's there for
Amy Pond.
Amy Pond with Rory.
Yeah. And then after that, it gets a little, because it's so much newer. I don't remember, because it was the one girl. What's the girl?
Is it Claire, the one with short hair, or the? Yeah, Claire, isn't it? I think.
Yeah, Claire.
I like
there
her.
you go. Yeah, which I didn't really care for her too much. I didn't really care for her too much, but I like the Doctor.
From Matt Smith to the old Doctor. Can't remember his name. Claire sticks with him, and then then it goes off the rails after that. I can't remember the old Doctor's name, the actor who plays him.
And with her.
With Claire, I can't remember his name. Oh my gosh, what's his name? I'm such a bad Doctor Who fan. I used to know
Which one?
The guy who plays the old Doctor.
Oh, Capaldi?
Yeah, Peter Capaldi. Yeah. He was
Capaldi,
okay.
Yeah.
It was good. Alright, so yeah.
It was
I've also been playing Final Fantasy and watching Loki, finishing up some anime stuff. All the seasons are starting to wrap up right now of the season. New one starts in July. So a lot of the shows are starting to wrap up. And getting ready, watching Loki. So yeah, I guess we can jump in, talk about that second episode. Spoilers for anybody who doesn't want to know anything about it. Good. I thought it was a great episode. I thought it was dark. I thought it was very cinematic, and it didn't feel very MCU. It felt different. It feels it feels like it could be a TV show that could like go on and on for a while, like multiple seasons. It seems like there's a lot of room to do some cool stuff in there.
And I believe this is where What If is going to spin off, because she just started an event that's going to create a bunch of timelines. So now you're going to have these. What if they picked up T'Challa instead of picking up the other guy who's Star-Lord? Or what if what's his name became Tony Stark instead of...
Good. So you think What If is going to be canon? See, I always thought What If was like a fun spin-off non-canon.
It's non-canon, but it's canon because it happens in other universes. But you got to remember all these other universes. The reason why female Loki is after them is because they consider her universe to be non-important, and they destroyed it. She escaped, and now she's coming back to get revenge on those people.
Is that what the story is for female Loki?
Yeah, that's what they're. From what I understand, that's what's going on. Okay.
You know, I didn't kind of understand everything that happened. So did you get it? Because she plants a bunch of charges. Is that what it is? What is that she drops through the time doors?
So basically, think of Men in Black, the pen.
Yeah. So those things reset the timeline, right?
They erase everything that happened.
So she dropped a bunch of those to different times. And
to different times, and if you look at it, they actually show
because she's
Titan.
Okay.
They show Titan.
Yeah.
They show Ego.
Yeah.
All these important stuff that's already happened with us in the MCU that we watched, she dropped it in those timelines. So
that's true.
That is going to be amazing.
Mm-hmm. She dropped it. Asgard is one of them, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember all the different places.
So basically, I think she wired them differently so they do something different.
Every time she killed the Minutemen, she would steal a charge, and those charges reset the timelines, kind of.
Yeah. So I'm wondering if people are going to come back. If I mean, there's so much
potential for anything.
Potential, yeah.
So is Loki gonna have to go to all those places and fix them?
I don't know. I think this is multiverse of madness. Think about it. Multiverse.
I don't think they'll let him go crazy. Now, because if the multiverse things happen, according to Loki, like the world will end, we'll have a war, and everybody it'll get destroyed. Yeah. So I think he's gonna have to kind of go and fix these problems. That's what I'm guessing the rest of the show's gonna be.
No, I think it's gonna be the start of trying to fix these problems, but it's gonna lead to to Multiverse of Madness,
Okay.
and things are going to spiral out of control.
So
Because first you have Wanda or Scarlet Witch. She's looking at these different universes. She's got a hold of the Darkhold. She's looking through all the multiverse because she's a Nexus being. She could just look through them. She can make her own. So she's looking through them, trying to find her kids.
Do you think
that
this
are alive.
caused her kids to come back, and that's what she hears at the end? Is that Nexus event?
I think she's looking through the Darkhold, and if you ever watch Agents of Shield, they explain the Darkhold where it there's nothing really in it until you want something, and then it just shows you what you want and how to build it.
Okay.
And it basically all the energy goes to, I can't remember who the person is, to another being who was, and it was the story of the Darkhold is crazy, but yeah, it's all leading up to a fracture of all the universes, and he's going to try to stop it, but it's going to, the big baddie that's going to come out of this is going to rear its ugly head, and Multiverse of Madness is going to be the jump off for what all the Phase 4 startups are doing. I love that they're giving each of the series a different feel.
Yeah,
I'm glad it's not
so
all this
are totally different, completely.
And I love that. I love it's not like, okay, we're doing Power Rangers and then Power Rangers Zeo, and then and it's like, okay, it all feels like the same thing. I know, but make it feel, no, this feels different. It's like you go into one show and you're like, I'm used to that. It's like, okay, now this is a comedy. And I was trying to explain to my girls, like, they're trying to show you that the multiverse is not always serious. It's wacky. Mm-hmm. You're going to run into Howard the Duck out there. You're going to run into all these crazy different things. It's going to be zany, and you're not going to understand it. And you're going to be like, what? Yeah, she's like, I don't get it. That's the point. They're trying to show you that it's hard to get, and this episode was an explanation. It was basically, this episode just literally took you to school. Mm-hmm. I'm like, this is, I mean, I was just sitting there like, wow, they're feeding us a lot. I hope people rewatch it to
I think I need to rewatch it too. So how about some predictions? One thing I like about Loki is, because like we kind of talked about it a little bit off camera, how he's you never know what his true intentions are, because he sometimes starts acting a little nice, but at the back he always has like a big master plan, and they kind of talked about it this one, like how him and Mobius were kind of trying to manipulate each other. Like Mobius is trying to push his buttons by getting him to get motivated, and I think Loki has a big master plan that he's kind of playing dumb, playing a little excited. He wants us because he really does have a big end game. Do you see him playing nice with the female Loki? Do you think he really does want to work with her?
I think he wants to understand himself in the scheme of things. I think he wants to have a bigger role than he does. I think he just wants to be noticed. And this is going to be his time because he doesn't want to be destroyed.
Yeah, I think he does. I think he wants to jump somehow back into his timeline.
Yeah, he wants to go back. He's going to try to find a way back in, or maybe escape to a different multiverse. Mm-hmm. I'm predictions, man.
Do you think he's going to be bad this whole series? Is he going to be good? Is he going to be a little? I see him as like D&D, like chaotic neutral.
I think he is who he is. He's not going to go all of a sudden, I am Captain America. No, I think he's going to be always who he's going to be. He's kind of like a Stone Cold Steve Austin. That's the best I could. He wasn't a heel. He wasn't a bad guy, but he wasn't a good guy. He was just a guy that nobody messed with, and that he did things his way, not the bad way, not the good way, my way. And that's Loki. It's like, I'm not going to do it a bad way. I'm not killing people because I love it. I kill people because it just needs to be done. It's a job, and people have to do jobs.
He's an interesting character. I think we're going to have some big reveals before this is all done. And I think it's going to be leading a certain way, and I have a feeling it's going to be a big, 180 by the time this is all done. But
yeah, it's going to surprise us. I'm hoping that we get, because the other ones there were some prizes in there, but it's kind of like, I saw it. The run up to it was like maybe 2 or 3 episodes to the big surprise, and I was kind of like, okay, if you're in the know, you can kind of educate it.
Didn't everybody see that what's her face was going to be who's the big bad in Winter Soldier?
WandaVision? Winter Soldier?
What was that girl who became she was the The power
the
broker.
Flag Smasher,
The power
the
broker.
Power Broker. Yeah.
Yeah, how what's her name was the power broker the whole time. Carter's niece. Like, that was
Yeah.
kind of super obvious.
Yeah. So but I still like it that they're trying to reach.
And Agatha, yeah,
Um,
everybody knew about Agatha. I mean,
yeah, I think they're trying to reach a broad people of people who never picked up a comic book,
yeah.
and the people who know comic books, and they're trying to
Yeah, I'm
reach a
glad they're
medium.
trying to play to both.
Yeah, and I'm glad I'm glad they got rid of that whole trope of we gotta make everything explainable to this. So we're gonna change mutant powers to it's a soft drink that people drink and gives them. No, keep it. They do create. Like, look at Mario. Mario was a big example of that whole. Like, okay, we don't need to do Mario in a weird world with mushrooms. Let's just do what was his name?
Oh, you mean the movie?
Yes, the
Oh, that was
movie.
horrible.
That was horrible. It's like, oh no, just do Mario.
Yeah, did they try to get him realistic and gritty? I think.
Yeah, they were trying to bring. They were trying to. What's the word I'm looking for? When you take a Japanese product, anime, and you localize it. They were trying to localize it from nerd or from gamer to
mainstream.
Everyday to mainstream, and it doesn't work. You can't do that. You have to.
I see what you're saying.
And that's why stuff is working. That's why The Witcher works. That's why all these video game movies and stuff now work. Just keep it real. If you want to call it a different universe, do that, but keep it relatively close.
I don't know. You watched all of Cowboy Bebop, the anime, right?
95% of it, yeah.
Netflix is making a movie of it. And I'm so worried because I love Cowboy Bebop.
And Netflix has a...
They have a history. Look at Death Note.
Death Note.
Yeah.
Ronin Kenshin looks good.
Yeah, I think
live action.
Mm-hmm. They've had some live action movies, and they're making some more. I think you're right.
So I just put that on my watch list, Ronin Kenshin.
Oh, it's already out.
I didn't know.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's on was it Netflix, Hulu, one of those.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to Cowboy Bebop just because the name. The cast looks fine, but Yoko Kanno, the lady who does the music for the TV series, legendary composer, is going to be doing some original songs for the Netflix movie.
Oh wow!
So I was like, wow. So at least they kind of knew what they know what was good about the original. So hopefully they can keep with it, and the rest of the production will be good.
And who's doing the production?
It's Netflix, but I don't know.
Like,
I can look up like director and stuff like that, like the crew.
Director.
Let me see.
Or even what's like what is it, Netflix Studio, or is it just?
They usually buy it. It's usually Cowboy Bebop, Netflix. It's going to be written by Christopher Yost. Let me see some more details. Written for network is Netflix. Executive producers. Let me see if I can find like the studio. Is it a TV series or TV movie? It might be a TV series, actually. That'd be better. It gives them more time.
Oh yeah, series is all. Stephen King should never settle for a movie in any of his works.
So it says Tomorrow Studios, Midnight Radio, and Sunrise. Sunrise, the original Japanese studio. But I haven't heard of Tomorrow Studios or Midnight Radio.
Yeah, I never heard of those. I have to look into them.
Yeah, I'm hoping it turns out okay. I'm just happy at least the music hopefully will be pretty good. I hope.
Oops.
All right. So should we jump?
That's all we can do. Cross fingers.
Jump into some E3.
Yeah.
You ready? All right. So E3 came and went. We talked a little bit the first day on the last podcast, but now it is completely over. How do you want to do this? You want to pick out some trailers we can watch together and talk about it?
Yeah. We can talk about like what stood out to us, and
Boom first, Nintendo won, I think.
Oh, Nintendo did an excellent job.
Yeah,
Xbox did a wonderful job.
Yeah, I mean that's all there was. It was so light. I felt.
Yeah.
There's a lot of indie games. Games that look good. All right, let me pick with one. I'll start with an indie game that I think looks good. I'll share it with you. It was called. Let me find it. Starts with an R. Replaced. All right. Can I share it with you this way? I'm on the YouTube. Okay, so the trailer's like less than 2 minutes. I'm gonna share my screen in the Discord. Okay, can I do that here? You might have to like select it to go live.
I don't see. Here it goes.
Let me know when you see it.
Got it.
All right. You seen a YouTube screen?
Yeah, it looks like a fuzzy
That's
screen.
the one. Here we go. Replaced. Got red font. Matrix the Saint. 3D graphics. The red moon.
Thought it was
3D pixel graphics, or is that just multiple layers? It is pixel graphics.
It looks like that flat 2D.
But it's definitely got a lot of layers. Yeah. A lot of parallax.
A lot of parallax. The color looks nice.
Mm-hmm. The lighting looks really cool.
The lighting looks really good.
It looks like that War of Mine, this War of Mine kind of.
Yeah.
Very deep though, how the floor feels so close to you. You feel like everything's happening far away there. Multiple planes. Oh,
that's awesome.
Shot a guy.
That was awesome.
Like the synth music, of course.
It flows really nice.
Yeah.
The action. You know what that reminds me of? What's
Xbox.
Game Pass? Oh,
Game
Game Pass.
Pass.
Cool.
Yay.
Steam. Yeah.
Yay.
So it reminded me of like just the era, like you said, of Cyberpunk. What was the one with Harrison Ford?
Blade Runner, of course.
Blade Runner.
Yeah.
That I got that feel from the area.
Yeah, definitely. Anything
really
Cyberpunk, definitely you have to
Yeah.
say something Blade Runner.
Oh, definitely.
How about
there
you?
was
Do you
for
want
me?
one? Do you want me to? Yeah, tell me one. I'll find one.
Let me see.
Because that's one that stood out for me. A lot of the indie games stood out, probably even more than AAA games.
Oh man.
I'm trying to think of ones that you've talked about that you liked. You can even stick to the big ones if you want.
Oh well, for sure. Just like with Nintendo, you had No More Heroes 3. It just
Oh, did they show it?
doesn't. Yeah, they did. In the treehouse, they did gameplay of it and everything.
Okay, I don't know if that's on here. I could look for some more. No More Heroes 3, really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let me see if I can find some. No More Heroes 3 trailer. It's a new trailer from E3.
Yeah, it should be like they did it on their little direct thing.
Okay. So it wasn't like a trailer, it was actually the people like sitting there playing it?
They did that, the trailer. Then
yeah,
they did,
it's like a
in
25.
the treehouse.
It's a 25-minute gameplay.
Yeah, that was the
with it.
treehouse. The treehouse. But if you go to the Nintendo Direct and skim through, you should be able to find the trailer for it. It was like just like a couple of minutes of gameplay and.
Okay, let me see if I could find. It was in the Direct also.
Yeah.
No More Heroes 3. Oh, let me just look up Nintendo Direct then. Nintendo Direct E3 2021 is the year that we're in now.
Yep. Crazily. We
Alright.
made it.
We might hear some music. Dude, are all these... Oh, yeah, they actually... The little segments have names to it. Metroid Dread, Mario Golf, Monster Hunters, Warrior.
Oh, Metroid Dread. I'm gonna get that. I'm definitely
Yeah.
getting Metroid Dread.
Dagon and Robinpa, Tony Hawk, Mario and Rabbids. I don't see any No More Heroes on here.
What? It didn't. It just may have been the.
Might have just been the treehouse then.
The treehouse thing. I could have sworn they did like a little.
If they did, maybe I'm just going too fast. Astria Ascending, Worms, Life is Strange, Smash Bros.
Is being enjoyed by a wide range of players.
Sorry, everybody's listening to the.
We can go through and edit if you want to.
No, this is live. No, of course.
Coming at you. The beat is gloving to catch you. That's some old.
Thank goodness it's not live. Okay, so yeah, it looks like the treehouse. They did a lot of stuff in the treehouse then.
Yeah, treehouse went on for a little while.
So yeah, it looks like everything they dedicated like 20 some minutes to them. Advanced Wars. Woo-hoo. Okay.
You know what I've never been impressed by, and they showed it off and people are excited.
What's that?
Never been impressed by the WarioWare games. They're
fun.
I
love WarioWare.
But it's like not on my own dime.
Well, that's fine, yeah, because I mean, I'm not a No More Heroes fan either, so I guess we can each have our own. No More Heroes 3, 2021. Okay. This was a month ago. It can't be this. It has to be something within the last couple days. There we go. Well, I'll play a little bit of it. There's the No More Heroes 3 early look. Nintendo E3 2021. Okay. You ready, Theodious? Share your screen. Going live with the screen. Let me know when you have it up.
Up and going.
All right. Ready, Freddy?
Rock steady.
Nintendo Treehouse. Ooh, we got ads in the bottom too.
Hello everyone.
Hi.
I am Bill, and welcome to this very special Nintendo Treehouse presentation.
Hi, Bill.
No More Heroes.
He's been there since.
I'm here with Tyler.
Man.
Has he been there a long time?
Yeah.
Hello, Tyler.
Hi, Tyler.
Everyone. If you know the series, you know that this is developed by Grasshopper
He's
Manufacturing
been
Grasshopper
and by Suda Goichi, aka
yeah.
Suda 51.
That's a nice shirt I want to
Suda
put
still with him? Which one, the
punk rock?
It's what does it say? God something super
yeah.
mecha.
Hardcore indie developer.
Oh, you know what it says?
He brings a real
Goddamn super
hero.
mecha.
Superhero.
Yeah, superhero.
A lot of irreverent humor. But Tyler, why don't you tell us a little bit about this particular game?
So he's playing two-handed, one Joy-Con in each hand.
You can, and that's a good thing. You can play that way, which was a godsend. Because I would sometimes I want to play with the motion control, but you don't have to. You can use.
I thought you would play that with motion controls.
You will see
I thought you'd use the two Switch controllers to play motion control.
Yeah, you can, but then I guess they have the other option not to.
Let me see if I can move forward to some gameplay. Oh, here we go. Here's some gameplay coming up.
Finish with a very special final battle. So, should we jump into gameplay, Tyler?
Yes.
Here's some gameplay. Oh, Travis.
Now, see, the only thing, look at the way it looks. See, it looks really.
Because the
textures look a little bad.
Yeah, like there's a film over it.
And game footage is not final.
So
yeah.
Moves,
so it's pixel blood.
Some heavy moves.
Now they were saying that each one of these guys has like the aliens have different colored blood.
Oh, okay.
You can use that to block incoming enemy attacks.
So it looks like a platinum game.
Yeah, definitely. You know, I know what to expect from a platinum game.
Yeah, but they always look cool. They're always quirky, these pseudo ones. These Grasshopper games.
In the bottom right, you've got a little meter there, and as you
get different animals.
That meter, it creates this roulette, and the roulette will spin. And if you manage to,
have you ever played any of the original?
I've tried. I think the one on the Wii.
I wasn't paying attention.
Or Wii or Wii U. One of the first one. I think I played the first one.
Yes.
Yeah, the first one. Oh, I had.
I borrowed it from you. Yeah.
Yeah. I have
what the heck is he doing?
Yeah, that's how you charge your beam katana.
You have to run. You have to run away and shake it.
Yeah, or you can shake
it every time.
Yeah. It's the they do that.
Oh.
It's purposely.
We got ads.
Whoa.
What's going on? Sorry, we do not endorse these ads. They do not reflect the opinions of Scatterbrain Studios.
guys are a little tricky. All right, let's just.
Yeah, we're gonna have to get
some heavy moves.
I
maybe
mean, the
put 'em into
background,
a
everything, they
stun
all
mode,
look kind of generic right now. I know it's
some
not
stars,
final,
and it's
Yeah.
like,
but
nope, we're just gonna finish him off.
There
just
you
trying to
go.
show some.
But then again, it is Switch, so
And I
you know,
should probably
once
use
once
my
it
death
it's
glove. I don't-
exclusivity is done on the Switch, it's gonna look much better on PlayStation and Xbox.
Yeah, because it's not going to be exclusive forever, right? The other ones all came to other systems, right?
Yeah, literally they did, yeah. And then you have how do you feel about the Fatal Frame series?
I love Fatal Frame. There's a new one they announced, right?
Yeah, it's not new. It's
Or they're remaking
sort of
an old one.
yeah, the old one. It's called Maiden of Black Water.
Okay. You're not a fan
Yeah,
either of Fatal Frame, right?
No, I'm not a big horror fan. Period.
Oh, okay. Oh, I love horror
Like Life
games.
is Strange remastered collection and Life is Strange True Colors. That was meh. Somebody likes it. Somebody out there is enjoying it, but not me.
Yeah. We talked about
Uh.
the Stranger of Paradise Final Fantasy Origin. I think that looks horrible. I don't know if you want to watch it again. I know we kind of watched it last week. We talked about it.
Yeah, I would try it. I would try it.
I know the demo's out.
Yeah. Did Leon try it yet?
I don't think so.
Gainer?
Well, he's been gone. So
Well, you
he was
should
only here
jump
for-
on there.
I know. I should jump.
Yeah,
It is.
jump on there and download that bad boy. Tell us what you think. See if you can hit the record button
Yeah.
while you're doing it. Stream it. That's where at least record it and then.
Yeah, I do want to see this. I haven't seen it all, but I've heard about it. I think you've talked about it. So I want to share the Metal Gear Tactics reveal trailer. Did you see this trailer yet?
No, I don't remember.
So let me share it with you. I'm gonna go live. Let me know when you got it up.
Got it.
All right. Let's see. So this is the first time I'm watching it.
Oh, you said
Oh.
Metal Gear.
Did I say
You
Metal
mean,
Gear?
Metal Slug, yeah.
Metal Slug Tactics.
Yeah, this look.
Got some cool animation. Alright, looks just like the game.
You're thinking
Oh
true
man,
John
can
Paul
they make the
favorite.
whole show just like this though? Is it sad when I'm always more interested in the animation openings than the game?
But the animation of it is awesome.
Yeah. The game looks cool too. Looks like Advanced Wars tactics game. Is that Zangief?
No, just
I thought I was saying
Theo.
Theo's back. Go to the X. The little tank there. This music is awesome.
I know. It reminds me of like watching the opening to Cowboy Bebop.
Yeah. And crazy jazz music.
But you know, this was a thing in the '90s.
Yeah.
The jazz music and anime.
Oh yeah. Quite a few shows
Gun-
on it.
Gunsmith Cat kind of reminds me of that.
Yeah. That looks like Cowboy Bebop / Gunsmith Cat, very 90s anime.
Yeah.
Dude,
I'd get that.
that trailer looks amazing. I'd love that. If it was, is it coming to Switch? Does it say?
I think it should be, yeah.
That looks cool. I mean, the game looks okay. I think, but that's a really well done trailer. We had amazing music. We had some
But we got gameplay,
and we had
that's
gameplay
like,
mixed in with it. I thought that
that's
trailer
the key.
looked cool.
Like that trailer was on point. That
was a
trailer
great trailer.
was.
Great trailer. It made me excited. It probably made me more excited than if I just saw some snippets of the game.
You know, I saw that, and then I was like, man, why aren't they doing what's it called, Metal Slug? Or not Metal Slug, but what is it? Advanced Wars.
They are doing Advanced Wars. Yeah.
And then they did 1 and 2, and I looked at it, I was like, I think I would want this one better than Advanced Wars. Because Advanced Wars is a little bit different than this.
This has more personality, I guess. But
yeah, this is more personality, but this is more RPG.
Is this? Yeah, one thing, because Advance Wars, you have lots of units. Is this you're only going to control a couple of units? Just
Well,
the
it
main
looks more of a
characters?
tactics game, so I think it's more RPG type, where you have a character and you build up their stats, and each character in a mission. Whereas um, Advanced Wars is your army. You have to build your army up. So build a tank platoon, build a airplane platoon, build. So no, there's no. The only individuals you have there are your lieutenants and the main characters.
So your turn. Is there a trailer you want
All
to
right.
talk about?
Yeah.
So
I actually, Shin Megami Tensei is one of the I've never been interested in the series. Only because I never had, like, I had a DS, and after the DS, I never bought handhelds after that. So like the 3DS and all that, and I wanted to get into there, but I never had a system that afforded me the opportunity to get into it. So Megumi Tensei 5 looks really good for me. I think I want to try that because I have.
It's a new one or the remaking one? I forgot.
It's a new one. This is the 5th one. Yeah.
Oh,
remember and when the Wii first, when the Switch first launched, this was one of the games they showed at the Switch launch.
Well, really?
Remember they were in there and the flowers and those demons were floating towards them, and Shin Megami Tensei 5. Everyone's like, wow! And then
so it's an actual new one. Okay.
Yeah. So
5 days ago is a release date trailer. Okay. Let me share it with you. I haven't seen this trailer. Did you watch it already?
Yeah, when I was watching the presentation, but I haven't rewatched it yet.
Okay. It's 3 minutes, so we'll see. If it's too long, I'll cut it off. But you got it up? Okay.
Got it up.
Let's go. Nintendo Switch. So it's a Switch exclusive or limited exclusive?
As a high school student,
honestly, I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's exclusive. No.
I mean, I played the Personas, but I've never played the Shin Megami Tensei.
The one I had was that the one that came out for the Wii U. What was it called? Encore Edition.
Oh, the one that's a mashup, the idol one.
Yeah, yeah. So that was the closest I played to those solid games.
I forgot what that game was called. I wanted to play it.
If you ever want to, if you ever want to borrow it,
you have it on the Wii U or the Switch? I know they redid on the Switch.
The Wii U.
Post-apocalyptic world where angels
and
demons reside. Suddenly, you fuse with a mysterious figure, gaining the power to fight demons.
Yeah, I never played the Persona games either.
Persona games are amazing. Because it's part like school simulator.
The world is now transformed into a sprawling, demon-infested wasteland.
I know.
Though friendly demons do exist here, many are hostile.
That's a guy.
Is it?
And will attempt to destroy you.
Pro tag.
Harness your newfound powers to fight demons using a command-based system. Finding their weak point is key.
And this was the same thing in that game that I can't believe the game that I have. I have to look it up.
Though demons
but yeah, I love these. I always like this style of game. I just, like I said, never got to get into it. So this may be it.
This is not like Persona, the recruiting of the characters part.
Yeah. Yeah, each one asks for a different, like, way to.
Or you have to talk to them. Yeah, you have to.
Talk to them, be able to fulfill their request.
Yeah. By rejecting a demon's request, they may feel motivated and
you have to find out
the
way to join them.
Demons that do join will fight alongside you and grow stronger.
Yeah. I'm thinking about getting Final Fantasy Maximus
demon
also.
Allies, another demon can be created.
Demon fusion. Yeah, see, Persona. This is just like Persona, except they add the. They add the what's it called? The school part of it.
You a powerful ally,
Frost,
customized to your needs and playstyle.
Cool. So this is coming to Switch. This will be cool.
Challenge the many demons roaming this post-apocalyptic world.
There's so many games I want to buy, but I just got to get in the habit of finishing the game.
What destiny will you
play
choose?
games full time?
Shin Megami Tensei 5 will launch exclusively on Nintendo Switch November 12th.
November 12th.
Pre-orders for the physical version begin June 21st.
I have to get a physical version of that.
Is there going to be some kind of bonus for pre-order?
I think there is a pretty cool bonus that was coming out and everything. So what do you think about the Mario Golf?
I think it looks amazing. I didn't see the newest trailer, but I've seen the ones before. It looks a lot of fun. I think that would be a great party game. We get together and play it.
Definitely. They actually showed some stuff on the Treehouse, and they showed that other upcoming add-on DLC and stuff. So they're doing like a new Donk City course, which looks pretty cool.
From Odyssey.
Mario Odyssey. And they're they have the
my favorite level on Odyssey, by the way. Do you have Odyssey? Did you play it?
Yeah, I have Odyssey.
It's a fun game.
I love it. A fun game. I got to get back into it and start trying to 100% it.
So that was my pick. Do you got another one for us? Stuff that stood out for you, or stuff you were interested in? Oh no, that was your pick. That was your pick.
Yeah, that was my pick. Yeah.
So I'm gonna give another one. Well, this is kind of your pick, so I'm not gonna take that one. It's a Teddy game.
What's that?
I was gonna say, Rocksmith. We don't have to say a trailer, just to talk what Rocksmith is. It's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, I love Rocksmith because it's not Guitar Hero. It's not hit the red button, blue button. It's you're plugging in a real guitar. Well, with the new version now, it's online. I think it's just your phone hearing the guitar. I think you can plug in, but I think some of it's going through just the sound of the guitar and it's picking up. But it literally tells you how to play guitars, learns you how to do hammer-ons and hammer-on, all the different guitar stuff that you need to know. It teaches you how to do that. So right now I'm learning on the Xbox 360, but I want to upgrade to my PlayStation 4.
Oh, okay.
Expensive though, especially when you want to invest in a group, you'll be shelling out $2 a song almost.
So I'm gonna play you a trailer then. Sharing my screen. We should see what it is. It should pop up for you the name.
Team.
This is a game they announced forever ago. It's finally coming. Psychonauts 2. And it's coming on Game Pass.
Yeah,
Were you a fan of the first one?
Never played it.
Oh, that's fun.
Look at all these gadgets.
The mind is the final frontier of humanity.
I'm ready for anything.
Double Fine Productions.
Yeah, they do some good work.
Yeah.
Time for justice.
Definitely give it a play on Game Pass.
Oh, definitely. So many Game Pass is making a really good move forward.
I think of the 30 games that Xbox showed, like 27 of them come from Game Pass.
The mission is falling apart.
That's why I think I'm gonna invest in an Xbox.
Yeah, I'm looking at this. Whenever I find one, I think I'm gonna get one. So that way I can take advantage of the Xbox only games and still have the PC only games.
Are you gonna do digital or?
Whatever one I can find. Because right now I can't find any of them.
Oh yeah. There's actually a couple of people on Twitter you can follow, and a couple of websites you can go to, and they'll send you alerts as soon as they're out.
And I always check them too late. I always get them like an hour later when I'm on break at work, and the alert came out 2 hours ago.
Who is it? One of these companies is doing where you can you sign up with them, and they'll call you to pick it, reserve it early.
Oh, really?
And it's to help with the bots.
Yeah, I'm surprised the big stores aren't doing more to combat the bots anyway.
I mean, at least like, okay, you can only get so many from a store, okay, and you swipe your ID. That way they can keep track of, no, there's been 20 swiped on your ID, sir. You can't buy any more from this. I don't know. Maybe that's just too much.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's because they could do more. The retailers can do more to stop it, I think. But maybe doing instead of online, doing it in store only. For some companies won't do, in store. They'll just do everything stock online. Because I think in store will help because it gives people a chance to go check their Target every day until something comes out. Remember, that's how it used to be. I used to have to call my Target. Do you guys get the Wii in yet? Do you guys have any stock of the Wii? Find out. It's like, oh, we might have a shipment coming in Tuesday. If you call around this time, then you show up on Tuesday and you wait to see if you got it, you know?
Yeah, that was it. It's like
That's
truck comes in at 12. So my next one was and I think we final one that I really wanted to. There's two more that I really is the Zelda Skyward Sword.
Or the Skyward Sword one.
Yeah,
Not the
and then there was
Wild,
of course Breath of the Wild was awesome, but Metroid Dread.
All right. You want to see just the trailer, right? Let's check that one out. That one looked super cool.
If you go to Nintendo Direct, it's 14.
Yeah, I don't know. Do you want to watch the whole?
11:43. No, just if you go to the Nintendo Direct and then scroll down.
Oh, okay.
It'll give you the timestamps.
Oh, I see. I have the actual just trailer cut out though too. So
okay, cool.
We are fighting a war.
Let's let this darn ad play for Chris Pratt's new movie for Amazon Prime. Not called Metroid Dread.
I dread it.
All right, let me share it with you, sir. Share my screen.
Howdy how.
Howdy how.
Got it.
All right. Ooh, I like her new suit. What do you think?
It looks different from
I know it has a lot of white, but
yeah. What was it? Fusion.
Yeah.
Because they've been changing it slowly but surely.
Fusion was a lot of blue.
Yeah. But they said this is the last installment in the Metroid.
The Mother Brain ones, or what?
I guess the either Mother Brain or just the Metroid aliens.
Okay, so this is the last one they're saying?
Yeah. Maybe they're gonna move into a new alien saga.
Yeah. You know what? It's kind of it is. The resolution seems a little bad. Probably kind of buffering a little. She has some kind of ring around her there, it looks like.
Well, yeah, from what I was noticing, when that thing locks onto you,
they put a ring around you?
Yeah, and so you have to sort of run and hide, and if it can't go into space and you hide for a moment, even when you're running, you'll see your blue footprint.
Oh, okay.
When it's around, and that's because it can hear you. And they brought back that what's it called? The attack, the parry.
Oh, they did.
Yeah.
I thought that was the ball. So that's cool. I like how stealth's gonna play a part in it.
Yeah. That whole thing chasing you.
That makes me think of like Resident Evil Nemesis. You know how it's
or Alien.
Yeah, or Alien. How it's something's always chasing you. You always got that feeling of dread. You always got, when am I gonna run into that thing again?
Yeah, I'm thinking it's not gonna be a long game. 6 to 8 hours.
No, I don't know. You think so?
Long.
Metroids are usually pretty long.
They're not. I mean, if you can zoom through them like in 3 or 4 hours.
Really?
What takes long is if you don't know the map and you're going back and you're backtracking. Yeah, and I take a little while to do a game, so it's going to give me some good play time. But $60.
Is it going to be full 60? So it's going to be. It's got to be a decently sized game.
Hopefully, they make the world huge.
Yeah,
they need to make it a huge, sprawling.
The price point makes me think of an interesting point. See, since it's been 19 years since the last 2D Metroid, right?
Mm-hmm.
And since then, there's been a ton of indie 2D Metroid-like games. Axiom Verge, a lot of Metroidvanias. What does Nintendo have to do to make sure this Metroid's at least as good? Because it seems like everybody else is kind of caught up, got the Metroid formula down, and pretty much does Metroid as good as Metroid did. So, I'm looking at it, if it didn't have the Metroid name, I thought it would just be another kind of generic indie game.
Yeah, and I can see that. I think right now is the Metroid. Um,
Because it looked fine, but it looked like you could have
like
slapped
there had
another character in there, and it would have looked like a generic indie game that you could buy for $20.
yeah, there's some cool. When you get a chance, watch
The
the
Treehouse.
Treehouse special. They show a little bit more.
But
It
like, come
goes
on,
into like
Hollow Knight and Ori. I mean, there's some really good
yeah, and
$20 indie games.
they all have, and I don't mean gimmick in a bad way. Like,
Yeah,
oh,
they all
that's,
have some
but
kind of
I
gimmick.
mean, they all have their thing that sells. Like Ori it's what
With
is
the
it? What is Ori's
spirits.
the spirits and stuff like
Yeah.
that. And then what's his name? The bugs. And,
Hollow Knight.
everyone has their environment that makes it the game special.
Yeah.
And I think that's what it is. The environment. They do this environment right. They make you feel isolated, like a Metroid game does.
Yeah.
Then
If they do a good job of getting the isolation, and if the dread really comes through, because I think Nintendo has a lot of catch up now. They're not, I mean, catching up to do. They're not like the leader when it comes to Metroid style games anymore.
No,
they haven't done a Metroid game for a while, and everybody else has been doing it for a while. So it's like, they're competing with their clones. It's pretty interesting.
Which that is the big interesting thing is that now the thing that they started now they have to revolutionize or
and is this game, if so far from what I've seen in the trailer, it doesn't look like it's doing enough yet.
Not yet. Watch the trailer. Watch the
Treehouse shows more.
It shows a lot more. It looks good. The AI on the robot looks really, really good. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to continuing the story or finishing the story, however they want to say it.
What'd you think? Did you watch some Halo Infinite multiplayer?
Yeah, I watched the Halo Infinite multiplayer. I'll give it a shot. Halo multiplayer was back in my youth.
Yeah.
Staying up 2-3 o'clock in the morning, have to go to work at 4:30 in the morning. And me and John Paul tried to play Halo. I know it's something to get into. This one being an open world, I would try it out.
I want to show one more, and we can move to a different chapter. But let's watch this one. Let me share it with you. See if there's any ads. Okay. Let me know when you got it.
Got it.
Content might be inappropriate for some children. This is kind of what I was talking about, like
our sins will catch up with us.
Okay. This is all salt and.
Yep.
The first one was interesting.
Always.
Salt and sacrifice.
Yeah.
Obliterated.
I was given a second chance. I spoke the words.
Interesting 2D Souls.
Yeah. That's kind of the next thing. Like, it feels like Metroidvanias are kind of starting to wean out, and now we're starting to see 2D Souls with more complicated combat.
Only to hunt.
Yeah, instead of trying to go through and blast your way through a bunch, or
now you got
strategically trying to take out one person.
You got dodges, you got rolls and shield blocks.
I am a marked inquisitor. There aren't many of us.
I may. I don't know. I may.
I like the co-op. This is the part that I found interesting. Co-op.
Too bad it's only 2.
Yeah. But any co-op I think is always cool.
Yeah, always definitely. It looks like you take their
hearts.
So the first one was Salt and Sanctuary. This one's Salt and Sacrifice.
You still got the salt in there. PlayStation.
Yeah.
I think it's PlayStation 4 and 5 exclusive at the moment.
Yeah. Stuck on the base station.
Base station.
The base.
Station. Base station. You make it sound like it's a base. It's beneath you. I I was gonna find one more I wanted to show. I can't remember what it's called. Let's see if I remember it, if I can find it. I'll show you one more. Base station. We talked about Starfield last time, and
Yeah.
some of the big Xbox ones. There's Far Cry, of course, Endless Dungeon, Elden Ring. We talked about Elden Ring. I mean,
they had Dungeon of the Endless. And
yeah.
And so this looks like that, and they're doing a little bit more with it.
Battlefield 20. I want you to. What do you think about this one? I'm gonna share it with you. I don't know if you saw this trailer or not. Again, this trailer might be inappropriate for children, Teddy. So hide your children.
Okay.
Hide your wife. Hide your kids. This is another co-op game.
All right, Squeenix.
Did you say Squeenix?
Squeenix.
Platinum.
The Platinum 4 Plus.
Built over 1,000 years, it was meant to be a tower
classic
of dreams.
Voice acting.
But for 1,000 more,
4,000
it was
more.
seen as a tower of ruin.
Didn't this guy really goes around talking like this?
Nah, I think he has a voice. But always, for some reason, always add a southern
Persevering through fire and ice, and the coldest of winds.
The coldest of winds.
Eventually, the tower became a symbol of unrelenting ambition. That tower's name is Babylon.
Did I see this one?
Does the savior of Neo Babylon stand among us?
Oh, okay, I think I did.
Let's find out. Without further ado.
It does look pretty cool.
Yeah. So I think it is 4-player co-op.
Yeah, and see. I like the fact that you have those astral weapons.
Yeah.
If I'm to die, then I'll die for hope. For what little hope there may be.
Cause look at this, he has different bows behind him.
Yeah. They all got those different floating things behind them.
Yeah. See, this guy has shields, a hammer.
Yeah. So I think this would be kind of cool to be able to learn the different systems, different characters.
Seen through the veil at last, have you?
What was that co-op game that came out on the Wii U for a day? Where we had it was like different floors. It was a free co-op game, online only. Oh, you have to remember.
Was it like the one with the like kind of like around your Indiana Jones?
Yeah, you're in different little dungeons. What was that game?
I think I remember. I think
we played it for like a day.
Yeah. It was kind of. It was very clunky.
Yeah.
You get knocked down, and Strange Brigade kind of reminds me of that. But
Yeah,
it's better.
I think this looks like a dungeon crawl. We're probably gonna have to go through dungeons, level through level, the different towers of Babylon.
Like this one now, before you.
That's what I have a feeling it's gonna be
Now
like.
begins
You're gonna have
its
to do the
tale
different levels
of
with your
both
party.
hope and despair.
Might be fun.
Steam.
Ooh, and PS5.
Join the closed.
Well, I'll probably end up if we get it. I'll probably
Babylon
you can get it on Steam. I'll get it on PS4.
Yeah.
You can get it on PS5, and then we can. I can get it on Steam too. But yeah, that was that game looked really interesting.
I don't know if it's gonna be free to play, but it's a service game as a service.
Yeah.
So yeah. So hopefully, I don't know if it's gonna be free to play. I hope so. That'd be even better. But
yeah, that Strange Brigade. Have you seen anything about that?
Strange Brigade? No.
It just come out on the Switch. It's been out for other systems for a little while.
It's on the Switch now.
Yeah.
Was it an E3 announcement, or it just came out on Switch? You just want to talk about it?
It's the E3 announcement for Switch.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let's watch it.
Hi.
Oh, we got some ads.
We are Warder.
Wait, skip ads. Okay, the ads are skipped. I'll share it with you now. go live.
Let's go.
Let's do it. Strange Brigade. This is another like game as a service kind of thing?
Yeah, multiplayer looter shooter kind of.
Cool.
Hi guys, thanks to those of you who were able to join us live for...
This is a performance review. It's not the trailer.
But I love this
You know that guy?
Yeah. Is it Switch Watch? Switch app.
Switch app. Yeah, do you want to watch his version?
No. They're just doing like how it looks.
I know you're watching
compared to. I've watched that actually. I watched that one.
Is there? Is there not? Oh, here it goes. I'm thinking it's this one. This is by Nintendo.
Rated T for teen.
There we go.
Violence, yes. Okay. I'm surprised the own trailer wasn't like the first thing that comes up on the algorithm.
And malevolent mechanisms. The Strange Brigade have their work cut out for them. Ho ho.
What does that say about the game when a performance review is higher ranked?
Well, it actually got a good review.
Yeah. I'm just saying it's funny that the performance review is higher up
than the commercial.
And local wireless co-op.
What wondrous treasure
lies
cool.
Beyond this? It's like something be fun to play for a little while.
Oh, lummy! That made me spill my own blood.
Blimey.
Breaking out the big guns, eh? Only one group of heroes remains fearless in the face
so everybody has their different abilities also.
Strange Brigade.
Strange Brigade. Yeah, looks cool.
So it's out, I think it's out on Steam also.
Okay. Rated T for teen.
So it's on other platforms too. Rated T for teen.
Is that my desktop that just popped up?
I see a bunch of guys in white.
All right, so E3. I don't know. I'm overall disappointed.
No, Xbox had a really good showing. I like the way they paced it, just one after the other.
Yeah.
One after the other.
I don't know. Can we? Let me see. Can we both be like next to each other? There we go. Now Dirt and Theodious side by side. Before it was just you and I was just a little thumbnail in the corner. But it was I felt all E3 was lacking. I don't know. Is E3 the big thing anymore? Is E3 over?
No. Just it's people are gonna still want to come together to show stuff. People are gonna want to still. It's just
what's the next big game
COVID.
show? Do we still have Tokyo Game Show? Is that in July or when's Tokyo?
Comic-Con is the next big.
But like game
show.
Anime.
Are they doing Anime X?
Are they doing
Anime
Tokyo?
X? I don't know. So it goes Anime Expo, Comic-Con, South by Southwest.
Okay. Is PAX still doing conventions?
I don't know. Let's have to check and see.
PAX, you can invite us if you're still doing conventions because we know so much about you. We know exactly when your next convention is, so you can invite us. We would love to be there. Please, PAX.
So October 8th through the 10th.
Is PAX?
In Philadelphia, yeah.
Oh, PAX. Do they still do West and East? And
yeah, PAX East and PAX South.
And South. Okay.
And then PAX Australia. Then, let's see.
So then let's talk about, I think, which is even bigger. What was missing from E3? What were you expecting to see and you didn't see? I'm going to start with the huge elephant in the room.
Right.
Switch Pro. Everybody said it was going to be there. Everybody wanted to see it. It was no show.
I didn't expect it. I didn't expect it right now.
I'll cut to clips. I'll cut to clips from previous episodes where you expected the Switch Pro to be there.
I was hoping it. I was hoping
but you were
it
literally
would,
like not thinking it was going to be there.
No, I honestly, I was like, I was hoping to be there. I was wishing it would be there, but I was like, realistically, it's not time for it yet.
Oh, okay. But you know what?
Nintendo
doesn't always reveal their hardware at E3s. I mean, ever since the Wii fiasco.
Yeah. So now they do their own little separate thing, and right now they're still getting Wii Switches out there. People are still buying Switches.
That's
and with
true.
the economy the way it is, if they actually
Why introduce a new system if people are still buying your old system?
Exactly. I think that's what Xbox and PlayStation's issue is they can't get their product out there. Everybody doesn't have their product. They're leaving a whole other generation behind. And now they're trying to backtrack and say, we can't sell as much as we should have because of the pandemic. So let's go back and keep moving our previous generation forward. And it's hurting them because they had to move forward and onwards and upwards, and now they have to sort of.
So, do you think the Switch Pro, something like that, an upgraded Switch, is still coming?
Oh yeah, definitely. Okay. I think they're going to do a revision. I think that's
not a whole new Switch, like a new Switch, like a mid-cycle upgrade that can still play.
Mid-cycle upgrade, something with better graphics, better processor.
Still play the old Switch games.
They can all play the old Switch game, and then another 4 years after that, 4 or 5 years, they'll come out with the.
Wow, you think? I think 2 years. I think we'll get a Switch Pro, and then 2 years later.
Yeah, if they do
Switch.
If they do a Switch Pro, it's going to be able to play what the new Switch will. So what they'll do is they want to make a stopgap between.
Okay.
Like the new 3DS versus the.
Like the it still played the Game Boy Advance games the first 3DS did, kind of thing.
Yeah.
That'd be smart. So they did that.
Definitely. So yeah, it's going to it's interesting. I can't wait to see, but it's going to be something to see once they they get the ball rolling, everything starts getting production again. They're actually starting to get more systems out, and then they can start filling, the order for next gen games. And then Nintendo's going to step in with their half gen system. Then they'll move forward to their next gen. So it's going to be a little while. I'm thinking we're in 21. I'm thinking 2023 is when they'll announce the new system. But
yeah, maybe
next year will probably be they'll talk about.
Do you think a Switch Pro will still come out this year?
No, next year.
No.
They'll talk about it this year. They're going to launch it at the beginning of the year. They don't do holiday launches anymore. Because look what happened with PlayStation. Look what happened with Xbox. You do a holiday launch, people can't get the stuff in their hands. It's why would you launch something when everybody's scrambling for something and especially with people who are the bots and stuff. Nintendo smart, March, perfect. Okay. The people are going to get an income tax check in. They can spend it on that. It's Nintendo, and then you got the rest of the year to work up and save to buy multiple of them things.
That is kind of smart because I always thought it was kind of weird for the holiday because no matter what in the holidays, people are going to swoop it up to buy stuff because they're buying gifts. So if you release it early in the middle, fall, not fall but spring, when things are kind of slow, you get that first bump because it's everybody wants to buy it, the early adopters. Then it'll level off, and then come a holiday, you get that natural second bump because people are buying it for.
And you've already started piling up your.
And you got a little bit of a library.
A library. You have your back catalog, not back catalog, but you have stock. You have stock. You have backed up stock, and say, now on Christmas, we're going to sell out, and it won't be an issue because we have enough. Whereas Xbox, like, sorry, our next date for pre-orders is, and how long has it been?
A long time.
7 months, 8 months.
No,
9 months. Because it was December.
Yeah.
It was beginning of December when they all came out.
8 months, 7 months.
And 9 months because we're August.
We're June.
June. Okay, no, 7 months. Okay.
Skipping a couple.
So it's been 7 months and they're still taking pre-orders to buy. You still can't buy an Xbox or a PlayStation 5.
You think what were you expecting and you didn't see?
Actually, I wanted Ubisoft to show us some Beyond Good and Evil.
That true.
Has been gone, done, and forgotten.
What happened to that? Beyond Good and Evil.
I haven't heard. It just disappeared, and it was supposed to come out for the Switch. It's supposed to be, I think, Switch exclusive for a while, and nada.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
So
anything? That's true. And I was surprised to see we didn't see any Metroid Prime.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting to see.
The fact they showed last year a logo, I was thinking we were going to see at least something Prime 4.
No. That wasn't last year. That was 2 years ago.
2 years ago when they showed the logo?
Yeah.
So, I mean, I thought we were going to see at least something Prime 4.
Because remember last year they said, we're rebooting.
You think Prime 4 is going to come out with the Switch Pro?
It's a possibility.
And Breath of the Wild
I don't think
2?
they're going to push it Switch Pro only, but it is going to take
Yeah. And how about with Breath of the Wild 2? No, they can't both come out. Because, I mean, they'd compete with each other.
Oh, no. Metroid has an issue where they can't sell. They don't sell as big as we tend to love Metroid.
It's more the hardcore audience.
It's the hardcore audience. They don't sell. I don't think one has sold above 3 million. Well, maybe but you have it's a new generation. We have kids who've never played a brand new Metroid game. I mean, how many hundreds of kids have never? So
thousands.
This is gonna be their first official first brand new Metroid game. So I think it install base.
It's been a while.
And the new people interested.
When did 3 come out?
Sell.
When did 3 come out? Prime 3.
Metroid Prime 3 came out on the Wii.
Wow.
Yeah.
The Wii U had the collection.
The Wii U had the collection. Yes. And I had that in the steelbook of that, and now I don't.
All right, sir. Well, you want anything else you want to add? We can start wrapping it up.
No.
This is fun. I like doing this with you.
Yeah, definitely. We have to do some more of these presentations like this more often.
For sure. And thanks everybody for listening or watching. And this is Dirt and Theodious from Scatterbrain Studios Scattercast. Follow us on our socials on at ScatterbrainST. I'm Dirt Gemert on Twitter. Misspelling of Dirt McGirt. I didn't know how to spell my own name. And then we also have Theodious7.
Theodious7
on the Twitter sphere.
On the Twitters.
All right. Thank you. Have a great week. And
thank you very much, everybody.
We'll see you guys all next week. Good night.
Good luck.
Boom.
Shakalaka.